The dark academia aesthetic is a new style trend that makes many nods to classic menswear and the old money aesthetic. In this video, I'm going to give you a brief explanation of what the dark aesthetic is, how you can wear it, and if it might work for you. If you know my channel, you'll know I'm not a big fan of trends and fashions, but the dark aesthetic plays on many traditions that well-dressed men have enjoyed for decades. So I think it gives us a new way to look at classic style, and it might serve as inspiration for you, especially during the winter season. Here's everything you need to know about the dark aesthetic in less than 30 seconds. The trend is a blend of Ivy League preppy style, the old money aesthetic, and fictional influences like Harry Potter and Dorian Gray. If you want to dress in this style, you will need an interest in classic menswear and understanding of tailoring that goes far beyond what the average young guy knows. You will take an interest in fabrics, leathers, and craftsmanship, and apply your same methodical love of learning and knowledge to your own wardrobe. The resulting look is one that appears sophisticated and well-mannered, but at the same time has an aura of mystery and moodiness that is very alluring. As you might have guessed, the dark aesthetic plays on darker colors a lot more than the preppy style normally would, but that doesn't mean wearing black all of the time. Instead, the dark aesthetic relies on tones like dark brown, charcoal, navy, burgundy, emerald green, and purple. Texture is also vitally important to this aesthetic, and it's one of those things that separates it from more urban dark aesthetics such as the Starboy trend. If you want to dress in the dark aesthetic, here are the key pieces that you need. The best way you can start is with the right blazer. I would pick up something in charcoal grey, wool, tweed, or flannel, either plain or with a check pattern. Underneath, you could wear what is another trademark of this look, the turtleneck. You could wear one in black, but also a less stark color like charcoal, emerald green, or burgundy. Another option would be to wear a sweater, especially with a fisherman knit. This would be a good way to introduce slightly lighter colors like oat, cream, or blue. Or you could wear an Oxford cloth button-down shirt. A white one would provide a nice contrast to your jacket, or you could go with a classic navy or blue. As for your pants, you absolutely must stick to darker colors. In the winter, wool trousers or corduroys will give you the most academic look, and these will add texture to your outfit. Go for some that have pleats and that sit fairly high on your waist. This will create a more traditional aesthetic and help you stand out compared to other guys. And then choose a leather belt with a simple buckle for a polished look. Boots are also an important part of the dark aesthetic. They are inherently more suited to the countryside than loafers or the dress shoe, which plays into this historic university campus feel. Boots, especially lace-up boots, give the outfit a more rugged and grown-up feeling compared to all the other guys who'll be wearing sneakers. And trust me, women love a man in a pair of sexy lace-up boots. So these are the #1 footwear choice for this aesthetic. Finally, it's important to have 1 or 2 overcoats in your collection in black, grey, or navy. One of these coats should be knee length because it creates a very dramatic silhouette when you're walking and the wind is blowing the coat behind you. The dark aesthetic goes against the current trend for wearing lots of flashy accessories and jewelry. The most effective accessory for this aesthetic will be a wristwatch, especially a dress watch that has a traditional dial and a leather strap. Glasses are also a big part of the look. If you're like me, prescription glasses will already be a part of your style from time to time, but you don't need to be as blind as a bat like me to enjoy wearing glasses. You could also enjoy the benefits of blue light glasses while creating this studious aesthetic. But whether you need to wear glasses for prescription reasons or just for the look, go for something in a classic style. For example, maybe a Wayfarer frame in tortoise shell or black, or you could choose a pair of metal frames in gold. A great way to introduce jewel tones like emerald green and burgundy is with your ties and pocket squares. Knitted ties will introduce further texture to your outfit and look more casual than a silk tie. And feel free to wear yours slightly loose with the top button undone. I would shove in a pocket square and a simple puff fold, even if I'm not wearing a tie, just to elevate the outfit and add a pop of color. Another way to introduce these jewel tones to your outfits is with a scarf, which is a must-have accessory, especially for your casual outfits. And then some smaller accessories that will contribute to the aesthetic include a pair of leather gloves, a leather wallet, and a chocolate Labrador. While the majority of this look is quite polished when it comes to the clothing, your hair in grooming can be slightly more disheveled. In fact, having tousled hair can create the idea that you are up all night reading classic literature or working on your latest breakthrough paper. Most guys who wear this aesthetic go for the clean shaven look, but you could also sport a bit of stubble. Wearing a full beard with this style is absolutely doable, but just bear in mind that a lot of the clothing we've spoken about is already going to make you look quite mature. So if you have a beard, you might end up looking like the old and wise professor rather than the young, promising student. Now, when it comes to your fragrance, you'll want to wear something that contributes to the mysterious aura of the aesthetic. So look for something that has notes of wood, smoke, and spices. My suggestions would include Fahrenheit by Dior, Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, or something less well known like Jazz Club by Maison Margiela. The dark aesthetic is a great way to wear classic style with your own individual spin on it. If you've spent any time looking at this trend on TikTok, you'll know the style is very attractive to women. And that's not just because of the clothes. This look also suggests a lot of attractive personality traits. On one hand, the traditional preppy part can make you look intelligent and hardworking, but the darker colors make it a little bit more mysterious and alluring. The problem with darker colors is that they can wash out your skin tone and make you look very pale. As a white guy, I find that colors like pale blue, white, and stone suit me better than black and dark brown. So personally, I would find wearing a dark color palette all year round quite limiting. For me, the dark aesthetic serves as a great template during the winter months, but in the summer, I like to take cues from other aesthetics like nautical style. Whether or not the dark aesthetic is for you will depend largely on your personality. If you are an academic guy, you love visiting libraries and museums, then dressing this way makes total sense for you. Because the dark colors send a message of mystery and aloofness, the style is also better suited to the quiet, shy introvert than the outgoing people person. And items like the tweed jacket and lace-up boots more associated with the countryside than the city, although to be honest, you could wear this style in both environments. So overall, I think the dark aesthetic is a great style if it suits your personality and the kind of people you want to attract. Gentlemen, let me know in the comments, are you a fan of the dark aesthetic? Were you familiar with the trend before this video? My channel is all about becoming a young gentleman, and dressing the part is a key component of that. Personally, I gravitate toward classic style and I pay little attention to trends and fashions. But I do find that new movements can be an interesting way to look at classic style pieces and serve as an inspiration for us. If you enjoyed this video, I highly encourage you to check out the video I made on the Chelsea boots man trend, and you'll learn a bit more about what this kind of shoe says about you. Until the next one, guys, I look forward to chatting with you all in the comments.